it up for the starting screen and then didn't realize that it would continue over, so sorry. Let me know if that is an okay volume. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So, I have these like little fish around me, and we rigged this mermaid tail. And what's funny is we actually rigged this mermaid tail like at some point last year. It's been a while, and I just forgot about it. And one night, when I was falling asleep, I suddenly remembered, didn't I rig a mermaid tail? Didn't I? And so I went in my files and I found it, and it was pretty much already rigged. So the only thing that we had to do was just update the physics with some things we had learned and add this base with the sway and curl. So it didn't take that long at all, and since I had forgotten about it and was never going to do anything with it, I thought I would just give it away for free for MerMay. So if you are a VTuber or just think it would be fun to try out a mermaid tail, feel free to download it. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Okay, with that out of the way, I will begin drawing. Let me get everything moved around and set up. Okay, awesome. Sorry for blasting you guys with my tunes. Okay. Alright, just moving everything around. Okay, all ready to go. Alright, so today we're working on Patreon requests, like I said, mermaid theme. And I think it's funny that as soon as I started the stream, I started to lose my voice. My voice has been fine. I was like, oh yay, I'm so excited to stream. It's been a few weeks, and then as soon as I start getting up OBS, I start like coughing. I don't know what's wrong with me. So how have you guys been since it's been a while since I've streamed? I want to hear how you guys are. Alright, I'm gonna draw Rico from Love Live first. This was actually suggested by Patreon Rain Crystal, who's in the chat. And he's super cute outfit. I have been loving drawing these Love Live looks. I am really into the fins, but she still has earrings. Like, that's super cute. So I think I'm going to do an up close of her face so I can get all these like cute little details into the drawing. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I hope I don't get sick. You never know these days. So does this outfit for this Love Live character come from a specific, do they have a song for this? Like a mermaid themed song, or is it just a costume? Okay. So I'm gonna do been pretty into doing these like almost profiles, but not quite faces recently. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to get to show off her cute hair accessories. So I actually drew some mermaids the other day for a different reason. I should have probably just drawn them on stream, but I didn't. So I finished watching Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure, all 49 episodes worth, and I've been watching it for years. I don't even remember when it came out anymore. But anyway, It was really cute. I was kind of disappointed that it didn't it didn't get better towards the end though, because there was this one episode that faked me out in the middle. I want to say it was episode like 30 or something like that. That was so good and so funny and so cute and so action packed, and the animation quality was amazing. It had an eeriness going on. But they didn't recapture that for the ending. But I'm still happy I watched it. It was very cute, and I liked the aesthetics of it. So I drew two of my favorite characters the other day, just a doodle, which is two of the villains. And I'm really sad that we didn't get more backstory on these two villains. But one of them is a little girl who is a shrimp mermaid, and she's also a maid. And then we have what I'm guessing is her mom. I have no idea, because they have basically the same skin color, but she is a sea slug lady that's a nurse, and I love them both so much, and I just feel like they didn't get the backstory that they were due, because I really wanted to know what was going on with these characters. But still, they were cute and fun, and so I decided to draw them anyway. But yeah. I love her especially because she reminds me of Dejiko from Carrot. Oh, oops, I didn't color this spot. Let me do that real quick. Ah! No, that's not what I meant to do. Just gonna fill in this spot here. But yeah, she reminds me of Dejiko from Carrot, which is why I think I loved her especially. Just fill these in real quick. Okay. There we go. That looks better. No admitting. However, the ending of every magical girl anime never fails to make me emotional. And the ending of this one was no exception. I was still emotional. I was still crying. I was crying over the villain, the big villain of all things, when I found out her reason for being a villain. Yeah, overall it was cute. It got an emotional reaction out of me. Okay, let me read the chat. Sorry, I've been ignoring. Chuck says, ain't that the truth, the real deal comes along and all of a sudden the voice gives up. Oh, it's so true. Chuck is doing good. Yay, I'm glad. And Rinka still says, don't believe there's a song connected to this mermaid outfit here. Closest you get is aquarium, but it uses a different outfit. It is an entire set for the chorus aqua, though. Still sounds cool. Anyway. Okay, so she's got fins for ears. So, now that I have watched, or I'm done with Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure, now I can move on to another season of Pretty Cure. But I've got to choose wisely, because apparently it takes me like 2 or 3 years to get through a season of Pretty Cure, so... I did start the one about food. I guess that was last year's season. And it was very cute, and I was enjoying it for what it was. Also, I'm a huge food lover, so I was enjoying those themes in it. But I think I might choose a different season, because I want more of the Pretty Cure action and emotion that I was craving from Tropical Rouge, so I'm probably going to try to reach out and see if any people that keep up with every single season of Pretty Cure can recommend me one of the recent ones that I might like. I do want to try the newest one, and I know I've been talking about this for literal months. The newest one that has the Cure Sky in it, and I want to draw me and her outfit whenever I get around to watching it, but it's like hard these days, I guess, to sit down and watch it. But I finally just decided to finish Pretty Cure because it was on my mind for MerMay, and I had a little time because my computer was broken again. So I had time to do something, and I thought, hey, why won't I watch some anime to keep my mind off this? And technically it wasn't broken, I just dumped water on it again, if you can believe it. But it was funny because like the day before I dumped water on it, the CPU fan went out, and I was afraid that the computer was going to be broken forever, but the CPU fan mysteriously started working again. And then the next day I dump a whole thing of water on it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so bad with technology. Not only that, I have a separate laptop, so I was going to use my laptop instead, because I can't use the big one. And I had like an error where it wouldn't turn on, and I figured out it was because I was using the wrong charger, and I'm just like, the amount of issues I have with technology is appalling. Okay, let me read the chat. I'm sorry, I've just been complaining about computers. Alright. Oh, hello, Happy, welcome. How are you? I'm hanging in there. Chuck says, a lot of time I'll run into a TV show which is amazing, has a perfect ending in the middle of said series, like episode 30. Then it feels like they drag on the story. Yeah, it was kind of like the episode of... Oh, my music is all done. Let me change my music real quick, and then I'll get back to that thought. Okay, music. So, it didn't really give us an ending at like episode 30 for the Tropical Rouge Pretty Tier, but it definitely was more epic than the actual ending, and it kind of alluded to what was going to happen at the ending, so... But then they just dragged it on for 20 more episodes without giving me any more of the awesome things I know they could do now, I guess. So it was kind of like, Natsui no Tear in Never End is actually a better canon for the Mermaid set. Super tropical sounds. Oh, I like the name of Never End in there. I'll have to listen to some of the Love Live songs soon. Oh, good. Happy. I'm glad that your friend liked the drawing I did for them last stream. Have not seen Tropical Rouge yet. Have to check it out. I think only if you like. I don't know. It's cute. It's fun. I just feel like there's probably some better ones for the amount of time. Maybe I should figure out what episode was the really good episode, and then I can recommend to you guys to just watch the one really good episode. Is that bad? There was actually another good episode after that. It was kind of like a skit episode, kind of like a G-rated pop team epic kind of deal, and I really enjoyed that part of it. I don't know what happened for those 2 episodes, and then the creators were like, okay, time to just go back to doing something else, I guess. I guess I can't be too mad at it. It was, it was a fine, cute little magical girl anime for this day and age, but I really liked Twinkle Star Pretty Cure better, which was a few seasons prior, and that one I think had a much better balance of budget throughout, so there was many very cool action scenes throughout, instead of just using, I guess, the whole budget on one episode's battle. It had a lot more plot going on. Every character had a very thought out backstory, including main characters, villains, and that was what I really enjoyed about Twinkle Star Pretty Cure, so I would highly recommend that one first if you're looking for something that feels more like it's worth a 50 episode watch. Happy is doing amazing. That's awesome. Just released a new song. It's a collab. Person I did the collab with actually wanted to attend one of your live streams, but they aren't online right now. Aww. Well, hopefully they can catch one of my streams soon. What kind of song was it? Also, hello Umbra. Nice to see you. How have you been? Yeah, I've got to know how everyone's been. It's been forever. I know. There kept on just being something new. I was like, I don't know if I should go on an official hiatus at some point. That's what I was thinking. But more things just kept on happening, and I was just like, the days were blurring by. So I'm glad that I can stream now, and my computer isn't broken, and nothing is preventing me from doing so, and all that. I wanted to use my mermaid tail a lot more this month, but I'm glad that I get to use it for this stream, and maybe I'll have some time next week before Mermaid ends to do a ocean-inspired stream. I really wanted to try and play like Abzu, which is an ocean game where you swim through and scuba dive, and then there was also a coral game that's like a puzzle thing that I wanted to try, so who knows. To share what episode? Okay, I'm gonna figure it out now. The really good Tropical Rouge episode. And you know, it's so good that I actually shared it with my sister, and that was the only episode of the anime she'd seen, and she was impressed. She was like, is the whole show like this? And I was like, no, just this one. Alright, so I'm gonna look at the Tropical Rouge list of episodes. I'm gonna figure it out for you. Okay, I'm looking at names. This should be able to tell me. Oh, it's going backwards. No wonder I'm confused. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? Mermaid Kingdom. Let's see, is this the right one? I wish there was an easier way to figure this out. Let's see if I can just visit this Wikipedia page. I gotta find it out now. No, I don't want to watch the show right now. Okay, there it is. I found what I'm looking for. Okay, this is helpful because it has a full description of the plotline of each one, so I'm pretty sure it was around 30, so I'm gonna start there. Yes. Okay. Alright, that is episode 29. So if you're looking for the best episode of Tropical Rouge Pretty-Cure, it is episode 29, The Revived Legend. That's what it's called. That is a good episode. I don't know if I actually... Well, I mean, I guess it was cute, the whole thing, but that was really the standout of the whole thing. And then there's episode 33 is also really good. It's called Tropica Shine in 10 videos, and it's 10 shorts that are like skits, kind of like I said, a G-rated pop team epic, if you will. And it was super fun. So that's episode 33. And I don't think you would really have to know much about the plot to give it a try if you wanted to watch those 2 episodes, honestly. Alright, there's my recommendation on the thing. Hello, Juju Bear! Juju Bear says, so a few weeks ago, recently played Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time. Have you played the game before? And, oh, and Chuck is leaving. Bye! I'm sorry if I missed you before you left. See you later. Thanks for popping on. Oh, Gigi Bear, I have not played, the game. I have heard it is scary. And I am a scaredy cat. Sorry, I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. I don't know why this is happening. I considered playing it at one time though because I did have a freelance job that was supposed to be like a visual novel style. It wasn't a dating game. It was more like you get to know a friend group and become one of the friends in the friends group. It was super cute. It was supposed to be like almost like an educational thing, but they changed gears with that game, so it's no longer like a visual novel. But I was supposed to play some visual novels at the time, so if anybody was following me back when I played Cinderella Phenomenon on stream, that was why I was playing that game. But I know that Doki Doki Literature Club has had a huge following for so many years now. Like, since I started going to conventions, I think I've seen, you know, cosplays and fan arts and things, so it has some long-standing love of the game, so I'm sure that it must be pretty good. I don't know, what, has anybody else here played it, and do they recommend? Hello, Real Fred. Aubergine. Yeah? Okay. Is that your favorite vegetable? I like some fried eggplant and like Parmesan kind of sauce. That sounds pretty good to me right now. Apparently I'm hungry today. Wow, this is a really cute shirt that she's got on, this like ruffly kind of thing. Rain Crystal says, definitely do not play Doki Doki, okay? Yeah, I figured it was probably too scary for me, so I have also heard that it gets pretty graphic, so, like, violent-wise, I guess, so I don't know. I think I was, like, spoiled too much about it also, so it's like I'm just gonna be waiting for things to go wrong in that game. I don't really know what else happens other than they try to make you think that the game has, like, taken over your computer or something like that. I knew that Happy would like a horror game, though. I'm sorry, I keep on making, like, weird noises. My throat is, like, all stoppy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and see what kind of earrings this mermaid has on. So she has one pink gem with a little star attached, and it looks like the other one, though it's hidden, is probably like a clamshell. So we're gonna give her the clamshell side, because I like clams. Oh, did I show you guys? I don't remember when the time I streamed last was, but did I show you my clam-inspired Earth Day piece that I did for a an auction last month? Is an organization that helps like restore shorelines and promote like healthy water ecosystems and things like that. If I didn't, I can show it to you guys again. It was like a Venus like clam thing, because clams are really good for the environment, y'all. So, eat shellfish if you're not allergic to them, okay? Yes, hi Carl, good to see you. Yes, I'm Mermaid Sky today. We're celebrating MerMay. Umbra says might be the most active I've seen chat recently. Well, it's been a while since I've streamed, and so I think everyone is having fun seeing each other once again in the chat. I'm happy that everyone came to see me since it's been a while. Yeah, it has been a few weeks. I gotta keep looking over at the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything this time. Seeing the clam art? Okay, let me see if I can find my clam art for y'all then. It'll just be a second. I'll zoom out, so oops. I'm just gonna zoom out so people can see what I'm working on as I try to find the clam art for you guys. Alright. See, clam. I've typed in clam into my images, and my images are all weird because I've been trying to reorganize them, so we'll see if my computer can find it. Happy says, Doggo? Who is Doggo? Do you have a doggy? Or you're trying to find out if the other person in the chat is your friend? I'm confused. Yeah, everyone is realizing that people they know is in the chat. Yay, everyone's happily reuniting. Okay, I need to look harder for my clam art because it didn't show up immediately. Okay. I'm gonna find it under a different name. There we go. I found it. Oh. So this was the scanned version of the piece. And I did it with watercolor and Copic markers and some glitter pens and things like that. So, and like I said, it was to be auctioned off for charity at like an Earth Night event, and it was a food event, and so they were like, okay, so we have like all these sustainable foods, and you have to base your art off one of them. And it was like boar, oysters, sea purslane flower, lionfish was another one, and clams, and none of the other artists wanted to do clams, and so last minute they told me, you can join, but you have to draw clams, and I was like, I love clams, so it worked out well for me, because I would have chosen clams anyway. So, thanks. I've got to post videos that I took of the art actually in person in Shining and at the event, and post them on Instagram soon, but I have been like the worst at social media. Like, I thought I couldn't get any worse at it, but here we are. But here's the up close of the piece. You can kind of see some of the paint shimmering and that kind of thing. So I used some really nice gold paints for her dress, and the waves were a lot of fun. I did a lot of Copic marker on the bottom, and then put some paint over it, and then more Copic marker, and then sparkly paint on top. So that's the piece. Yeah, I'll try to post some videos of the event soon. And back to our regularly scheduled doodles. Carl says, you're welcome to join, but it must be clams. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. So I was happy that I was able to join anyway. It was a fun event, and luckily the clam dish was my favorite at the Earth Night event anyway, so. And Happy says, finally changed my name after 9 years from Core to Happy Core, now just Happy. Happy suits you better. Yeah, I like Happy too, because that's what I have been like defaulting calling you sometimes, even though your username hasn't been Happy Core in a long time. Happy wants to know, have I seen Higurashi been hyperfixating on a ton recently? No, I have not. It's another one of those things where I tend to stay away from things that are like more strictly horror, but I know it has a big fan following, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. But as for me, I am too much of a scaredy cat for strictly horror anime. Well, you know, I did actually watch one horror anime. But I was having trouble moving around the house in the dark after I watched it though, so it was Other Side Picnic? I don't remember the Japanese name. I don't know. I guess it was just called Other Side Picnic. Oh no, Urasekai Picnic. That's what it was called. And I don't know if I can find a good cover for you guys. I don't know. I'm only finding the light novel cover. I did not read the light novel. I only watched the anime, but oh, there's a decent picture, I guess. But it's just the two girls. It's not anything that's actually happening. But here, I'll put it in here so you guys can see. So this has been one of the only horror anime that I've watched, Urasekai Picnic, and legitimately was pretty scary. Wasn't like the best thing out there. There was a lot of like CG, and the characters were kind of weak in my opinion. But overall, I mean, it was pretty interesting from a plot standpoint. But yeah, it was fairly scary for me. But I think everything is kind of scary for me, so I don't know. If anybody else has seen this anime, please let me know what the scariness level is, because I need to know what other people think. It's kind of like asking somebody if something's spicy, but they eat ghost peppers all the time, and they're like, no, it's not spicy. But then again, I eat pretty spicy food these days, but for horror movies, no. Okay, good. Happy has said that we can also call him Core because it's probably gonna happen. Because I've been calling you Core for so long too. It might just slip out. But I'll try to go with Happy more now. Hi, welcome. Oh, thanks for coming to wish me a good stream. It's nice to see you again. Carl says, Other Side Picnic, heard of that, that's horror. What I would consider horror, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, pretty much it doesn't really have much sci-fi in it. It's not sci-fi, I guess, no, so I would classify it as horror. And there's some pretty scary stuff in it. It's kind of like these girls go to another realm where everything is super scary. The realm is like alongside our realm, I guess, but we can't see it most of the time. And they start going there for fun, just to like escape from normal life and get artifacts that are over there to sell. And then they like start to become friends, and one of the girls likes the other girl, but the other girl doesn't seem to reciprocate her feelings, and I don't know. It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out what's up with the sleeve here. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I would classify it as horror. There's some pretty scary things in it, and every episode has something horrifying. So I don't know. It's definitely scary. I stuck with it though somehow. now, but that's rare for me to say. Let's see. Have I watched anything else that was horror? I don't know. Truly horror? Anime? No, I think that's probably about the only one. You know, I've watched some anime that had some scary things in it, but nothing that I would really consider horror other than Other Side Picnic. Okay, she's got some pearls in her hair. So let's put them in there. Yeah, now I'm really trying to think, what else have I seen? About to go get my list of anime out. I know. I think I can like handle horror a lot more if it's like sci-fi for some reason, or like scary things if it's science fiction for some reason. Even though I definitely have too much of an overactive imagination and definitely see Alien from Alien in the dark every time I get up to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. I'm always like looking around for that thing crawling on the walls. That's why I can't watch scary stuff, because I will just freak myself out. I don't know if any of you guys do that, but my imagination is way too wild. Get some shading on those pearls. I'm gonna start add some color and then I'll add some more detail on top. Oh, I also forgot to mention the mermaid over here is also from Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure. So that's also a character from that, which I'll probably be drawing today because one of my Patreons have requested the character. They said that they'd be okay with Hannon from Mermaid Melody too, so I might switch it up and draw that character instead, but we shall see. I have not made my decision at this time. Color the hair. So I have a new top secret job here, a new freelance job that I can't talk about, which seems to be happening frequently. I think it's funny that I don't know, like I'm actually like a full-time artist and I have like things I'm doing, but then I can't really share them quite frequently. But I will say, I don't think this is a breach of contract. I've been learning Adobe Illustrator for the sake of this job, to try to like master it for what they need me to do. So I don't know what I could do on Adobe Illustrator that could be interesting for a stream, but I have been granted permission to use my Adobe Illustrator for personal projects or whatever else so that I can get better at it quite quickly. Yeah, but I don't know what to use it for other than this job, but I have it now, so it could be useful for something. It's been kind of enjoyable to learn a new program. I actually like learning new art programs quite a lot. Like, I really enjoy learning more and more about Live 2D. Just like different ways of creating art, I guess. It was pretty fun. Her hair is almost done. Let me just remove some of the little lines in it. Give it some little openings. Okay, now I'm going to move on to her eye color. It's got like very golden eyes. I'll do some yellow highlights when I go in there for her hair highlights. Alright, let's do some skin color though. You got a song stuck in your head? That is, that's always unfortunate. I have like some random pop song stuck in my head the other day. I can't even tell you what song it is. I think I heard it at a restaurant I was at, and subconsciously it's just been playing in there since, which is unfortunate. I'm like, oh gosh, how do I get this out of my head? Okay, there's her fin, and I gotta do her jewelry there. What should I do? If you don't want a song stuck in your head, then it's usually best to listen to another song you may want stuck in your head on repeat for a while. If that makes sense. So basically listen to a song you would be okay with being stuck in your head. I think usually that's the best thing to do. Okay, we've got some more pearls I forgot about here. Dark blue shading on these. You must sing it to someone else to transfer the curse. That's a good recommendation. That works too. I have actually started singing songs that are stuck in my head before, and then the other person is like, oh no, now it's stuck in my head, kind of thing. It's a good strategy. Okay, getting all these little jewels. More little pearls. Get more pearls. It's a little sloppy, but that's okay. This is a doodle. And her top is pink. I think I want to do the starfish that is on the side of her head here. Oh no, my computer's trying to take off. It's making a lot of noise. That concerns me these days since the CPU fan failure thing, so I might have to turn on a little fan just to make sure it's not trying to do something bad here, but little starfish. Little glow on the starfish. Oh, I forgot she had a crown. I don't know how I forgot that. I was like, what else am I missing that's on her head? A full crown. Okay. Happy. Welcome back, Happy. Setting video to public. Now that's done. Do you mean for your collab song that you were talking about? Okay, let's see more about this crown. Okay, so the crown is pretty standard, just this kind of shape. Oops. It has some pearls around the base as well, so let me do that too. Okay. Carl says, I don't guarantee it'll work, but at least you won't be alone with the annoying song anymore. Don't even know the words. The worst earworm where you can't remember the words. The song is stuck in your head. Yeah, they make those songs catchy on purpose, huh? They did their job, I suppose. Okay. Crown. So move the crown down here. Do like a copy paste and do some funky fruit transform stuff. You know, Adobe has actually been, I think, easier to... I don't understand why that's... Oh, that was referring all layers. Okay, it makes more sense now. Easier to learn because I knew Live2D, as weird as that is. Because you have to draw everything on a separate layer, so when you're doing line art, it's like... You've got to do all this crazy stuff to make the line art, work by drawing it on like a bajillion separate layers, which is what you have to do for Live2D also, and there's a lot of like deformers and things like that you can use. So somehow Live2D has given me skills with Adobe Illustrator. Build a decent looking castle in Minecraft. Have fun! Hello, are you Rue? Do I say your name Rue? Sup? Oh, Happy, is this your friend that you were looking for? Welcome! Okay, I try to do these a little bit straighter. I'm trying not to be a perfectionist here. This is a doodle. It is a doodle. I have to remind myself. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, but we do want to add some nice little shinies to this crown though. Oh yay, so it is your friend. Welcome to the chaos, says Umbra. I don't know if I'm doing anything too chaotic right now. My head does get a little crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you, Rue. Glad I made it on time. I love your art. Looks amazing. Thank you. I'm drawing this mermaid here, so she's gonna have some shiny hair now. And then we can start drawing our next mermaid. Oh, so, Core, this is the person that you're doing the collab with then for your song. Did you tell me what kind of song it was? I'm sorry if I missed it in the chat. Or who did what in the song and all that. I'm curious. Yeah, this is a very mesmerizing tool, just like swirly, swirly, swirly. I love how the emojis just go flying. One more spot needs a little glow right there. Happy says, I'm sure Rue can explain that in more detail. No sleep was a thing. Yeah, some of the greatest creative processes require not sleeping, huh? I find I tend to really just like mess up when I don't sleep to try to get things done though, so I've just started sending myself to bed. I'm like, this no longer works. I can't just deplete myself of sleep and expect things to go well. But everyone has their own sleep needs, that's for sure. Okay, now for some blush. And a little blush here. Alright, let me hit save so I don't lose this progress for any reason, and read the chat. Is it possible for Allie to play on stream? I don't know. I would have to know if it is going to give me a copyright strike and if it is a G-rated song, and then if yes to both those things, then I will, okay? Or I guess I can listen to it first and then play it for the stream. That could work too. Rue says, basically there's a community of people who like to do an alternate version of the OSA for video game, and it's Undertale. Yes! Happy has told me about the Undertale songs, and I've listened to a few. There's this going. We did an alternate version of Megalovania for Happy's AU. Which one this time? Okay, Umber listened to it. Okay, awesome. Well, let me go ahead and look it up and see if I can find it. Let me just go ahead and turn my desktop audio off, and then I will find it. Concealment. Oh, no, YouTube did not want to do that. Megalovania. Megalovania. Concealment, you said? I don't know if there's any way else I can find this. Okay. Concealment. Concealment? Not seeing anything yet. How about if I put last hour? Maybe that'll do it. Okay, I found it. Okay, let me take a listen real quick here. Okay, it should be fine. Let's just play it on stream. Okay, let me do. I'm gonna turn up the audio a little bit loud. Don't hurt your drums, okay? Let me know if you guys can hear it too. And we're gonna play Happy's song. Looks like it was a big collaboration. There's several people on this. getting spoilers by looking at the references in here, and definitely excited to hear Moteke Sailor Fuku from Lucky Star for sure. Okay. Oh, I see. This is the problem. I was jamming out, but let's restart it. Okay, I still had the desktop audio off. Okay, let me know if you can hear it this time. Okay. Which version? I'm listening to the one that was just uploaded. I'm really digging it. I'm vibing here. I like this part especially, very danceable. I'm really enjoying this. There's a moment it crashed and the Frankenstein the project. Oh my gosh, that would stink. I hate it when things crash when you're working on them. That is the worst feeling. Yeah, it's awesome that you guys came back from that though. I would probably give up for the day if that happened to me. At the end there sounded like there was like a thing out of the swamp coming out of nowhere, but that was a lot of fun. That was awesome, yo. That was a pretty cool mashup. Okay, let me like it. Alright, that was on Happy's channel, a Undertale song called Concealment Definitive, which is also like a really cool name. And back to my random copyright-free soundtrack here. Thanks for sharing that with me. I hope that was okay. I was just vibing for 4 minutes there. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I got to listen to it. That was a lot of fun. Alright. Mermaid time! Oh my god. My shine on my mermaid's crown like that's weird. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so she can be super big since no one else gave us mermaid requests except for these 2 Patreons. So I'm gonna give her some more detailed shading first. 2 days total on it. That's a really fast turnaround for a 4-minute song. That's awesome. Speaking of the Lucky Star opening song, though, have y'all seen or rather, I guess, heard I don't know why words are not forthcoming right now. It is a remixed album of Mogete Sailor Fuku, which is the opening song of Lucky Star, and I want to say it's just like 7 different people that remixed it, and it's an official thing too. Like it's official Lucky Star remixes, but it's a lot of fun, and there's some really funny ones in there. I don't know if it's, I don't even know if you can find it. We found it at a convention. So, we actually found, the disc itself. That scared me. It's like a dude watering plants in the backyard, walked by the window, and I was like, oh god, people. Why is there people here? Find it on YouTube. I definitely don't want a copyright strike, but I am curious if it is on. Oh yeah, it looks like there's a few on YouTube, so but it was pretty easy to find. Okay, time for Laura here. Okay, since I have some extra time to spend on this, I'm gonna do some kind of interesting pose. Let me just sketch out some random pose ideas here. thank you. This is I'm glad that you think it's full of detail. It's a pretty quick sketch for me. Well, let me move Laura so you guys can get a view of it without me moving around my mouth so much. There we go. And actually, my eyes, I feel like, tend to be pretty lack of detail. For some reason, I really like the outer of eyes, but like the inner of eyes don't really, like, I don't really care what's going on in there. Like, I rarely have pupils. And people have come on my streams to ask me, like, what's wrong with your eyes, because I don't have pupils myself. It's like they're just like the same color as the rest of my eye, pretty much. It's very vague. But, yeah. This is a cute one, yeah. Let me see if I can show you some of, like, a finished piece. Like, this is one of my favorite ones of the last few years that I've done. Like, this is... I did actually some of this piece on stream too. Let's see if I can get some other ones that are... Oh, there's a good one of the character I'm about to draw, actually. It's a pretty cute character. This one's pretty good. It's an up-close face with a decent amount of detail here. Should I show you guys? Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. Also, is this one. And I've been trying to put more detail in my art recently, and I've been doing a very detailed fairy every month. So let me get up some of my fairies for you. Struggling with the fairy request. I've drawn a lot of fairies. I've got a lot of fairies on my computer, so my computer is like, please, that's just too much. I don't know why it's not coming up. Birdstone. It's for the birdstones. There they are. I found them. Here's some of my more detailed... Oh no, it's such a little image. I didn't realize this image was so tiny. So I can get the bigger one. This one especially, this one I'm pretty proud of. Here, but you can look at all the fairies for a second. Yeah, my pupils are barely darker than my irises. It's so true. Rue says the lack of pupils almost makes it feel dreamy. Oh, good. I'm glad that you like it. I feel kind of bad for not changing it, even though people keep telling me it's scary, so that makes me happy. figure, it's loading. And this one has a complete lack of pupils, like no implied pupils or anything. I just made her eyeballs like completely rainbow gemstones. So this is the least pupil-y pupil. This one I'm pretty proud of the detail, especially in her hair and the orchids. Yeah. Thanks! I'm glad it makes my art unique. Hopefully that's a good thing. One of my favorite pieces I've done in the last year. Okay, let me close all these down and get back to work. Close that one down too. That one can stay for a second. November is my fave. Yay, I'm glad you like her. I had a lot of fun with all of them, but I liked her familiar especially, because all of them have, you know, some kind of like magical creature that's supposed to be their familiar, and I had a lot of fun with like the Pegasus for her. To do like a very intense pose here, so let's see how it turns out. It's like she's doing the jump, the mermaid jump, and I'm just gonna pretend that her tail doesn't actually have like knees in it, to be honest. He says, do you still use Discord? Oh no, there's an ant on my computer. Why is there an ant? No! No. Stop. No. Go away. I don't want to kill you, but please no. That's weird. Where did it come from? Okay, sorry. Did I still use Discord? No, not really. Yeah, I never really used it to begin with. I haven't even been on there in so long. I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've been really shying away from social media, especially recently. Not only with streaming, I just had a lot going on, and it's just hard for me to want to interact on social media sometimes. I'm trying to get better at it, and somehow I'm getting worse. Is it a computer bug? Yes. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if there was like a virus, but all the virus, like the legitimate computer virus does is it makes it look like sometimes there's just an ant like across your screen or something like that. Like it's not even malicious, that's all it does. That'd be funny. Chris says, I built something, looks like a wall. It looks like it's the border of a castle. Cool. Got that, I forget what it's called. Fortress? Moat? I'm not really sure. So, does anybody here like Lord of the Rings? I have been, the castle thing reminded me, sorry, I just like changed topics suddenly there, but, I have been reading, Lord of the Rings recently, and I am almost at the end of the book now. So, I want to say probably like 20 pages left or something like that. And I was not a kid who watched Lord of the Rings as a kid. And I'll tell you why. Because I am a scaredy cat, and my parents tried to have me watch it, and I got scared. And they never tried again, even when I was older. So that's the reason. As embarrassing as that is. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it, reading it now, and I did watch the movies, and they were pretty cool. So that's been fun, and the book is good. I was surprised at some of it, because growing up, people always tried to make it sound like Lord of the Rings was the wordiest book, and they always complained about how long he spent talking about trees or whatnot. I actually think he did not talk about the trees enough. That's my honest opinion, is he didn't talk about the trees enough. There was a lot of trees where I was like, please, I would love to know the description of this beautiful elven tree, or a little bit more about the Ents, which are the living tree people. And I just actually felt like there wasn't enough description. So it's like, I don't know what people have been trying to trick me about this for years, that there would be too much description, but there's actually not that much description. It's very straightforward. I think it's very well written, honestly, so I'm glad that I gave it a shot, and yeah. Carl says it'd be pretty annoying, the computer bug thing. Where are these bugs coming from? Carl says Lord of the Rings is pretty scary, especially with the Nazgul, Sauron, the spider, etc. Oh my gosh, yeah, the movie did not get into how scary some of these things are, I feel like, because I'm pretty okay with spiders in real life, and so the spider scene did not get me in the movies. I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. But reading about the spider in the book, I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Like, the way they described the spider's rage and what she looks like in her beady eyes, blah, 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 and like how she got so big from being this hateful thing for years on end, and yeah, and that like even the people that live there, like the mean orcs, are afraid of her and stuff, and they frequently like send prisoners to her, and all this stuff was just kind of glossed over in the movie, and she was like way scarier in the book. So yeah, I mean there is some legitimately pretty scary things in Lord of the Rings, but I'm getting through it. I'm almost at the end where there should be no other scary things, but now that the hobbits are arriving back in their village, they're alluding that there's going to be some kind of battle, which is unlike the movie, and so I'm concerned what kind of scary thing I'm about to see. But I was actually surprised, for a movie adaptation, there actually wasn't a whole lot of differences to the book from the movie. I mean, they took out Tom Bombadil and they made it so that Frodo trusted Gollum more than Sam at one point, which doesn't ever happen in the book, and I was kind of like, why would they do that? But that's pretty much the only changes that I've noticed, at least. Says, had to help my sister with the PS5 bug, fine now. What did you miss? I also had a bug. It was there was an ant on my screen. You missed lore. I don't know what kind of lore. I was talking about Lord of the Rings, if that's what you mean. Umbra says, I built a nice looking wall. That's awesome. Mermaid thing going on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna trace over what I have here, pretty sketchy. Let's do her lines down here. There you go. Carl says, is Tom Bombadil in The Hobbit? You know, actually, I don't know. I have not seen or read The Hobbit yet. So they might have put him in there. That's completely possible. Maybe people were like complaining that they took him out of Lord of the Rings, so they put him in The Hobbit, or maybe he was just in The Hobbit. I don't know. I have heard that was a fairly short book, and they turned it into 3 movies somehow. That's what I've been told, at least. Who knows if I can trust that? But so I wasn't sure if I was gonna watch The Hobbit or not. But I definitely want to read it after I'm done with Lord of the Rings, which will be soon. It could even be tonight. I'm not sure. It just depends on how I feel about reading the ending. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I mean, like, I've been reading this book for 1,000 pages. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna switch to another series now, so I might just buy The Hobbit and read it so I can continue the journey. Okay, Tom Bombadil is not in the Hobbit book according to Wikipedia. Okay, interesting. But still, they might have put him in there. In the movie, because I've heard that the movie's longer than it needs to be. Hello, welcome Inno. Oh, happy nice. Is this another one of your friends? The Hobbit movies are good, but not as great as the book. Okay, that's good to know. Do you think that they are too long? Aren't they? Is it like 6 hours of content or something like that? Do you think it's justified to watch them? I don't. If you've noticed, I wish that I could watch more movies and anime and all that, but I really don't. So it's hard for me to justify watching things sometimes. So that's why I'm always asking people for like detailed, oh, should I watch this or should I play this, or like, is it worth it? I've gotta know. I do have a lot of time for reading though. I do like to read at the end of the day, get my eyes off the screen, you know. But unfortunately I like physical books, and so that's why I don't read a lot of manga, because I have to buy the manga before I can read it. I did read a lot of good manga from the library, but there's not really like a library super close to where I live now. But yeah. And I really would like to buy more manga, add to my collection of like inspiration and things that I can read. But I've been kind of in a state of, I think I'm gonna move for like a long time, and so I just didn't want to lug any more manga around with me, but soon I hope. Oh, Inno also makes Megalovania. That's what Happy's saying. Nice! So you're all music friends then. Very cool. And Umbra has an update on Minecraft. Right now I built a wall, so now I'm going to move on to whatever one of you would expect me to. The castle? Gonna try to build a train. Okay! Well, I mean, the train can be a good way to get into the castle, so... Sounds cool to me. And pink ribbon. There's a lot of colors going on here. Blue. Somebody just moved the whole color layer. Blue ears. And fins on the arms. Medieval wall to train. Well, you can always make it, it's a whole other world. And in this world they have built trains for the walls of medieval cities. Do a steam or electric train? It depends on what kind of world you're going for, I think. But I always think that steam trains have such like a wonderful appeal to them. Kyle says, I watched The Hobbit a while ago, so don't remember much. I do remember being a little frustrated with the story being interrupted between each movie release. Well, I think I'd be good on that front, since I would just be watching it nowadays instead of when it was actually coming out. But that does sound frustrating. Right now I am having that trouble with Dune, but I am very, very, very excited that Dune 2 is coming out very soon. I am so excited. Dune is one of my favorites, books, and I do like the original film as well. Even though they got like their budget cut at the end, and so they couldn't end it the same way as like the actual book ends. But I mean, I think they did a good job with the budget that they had, to be honest. And even even the creator of Dune, who was still alive when the original movie came out, said that he thought it was acceptable. So that's pretty high praise, I'd say, from an author, that you did an acceptable job with his book. But the new movie was pretty good, so I'm really excited to see the second part. And since there's going to be scenes in it that weren't even animated, or I say animated, weren't even done for like the original movie because they ran out of budget and time. So I'm really excited to see some of those scenes like finally brought to life on the screen. Carl says, ooh, new Dune movie, yay! Did you like the last one? I read up in the chat, it was going a little fast. Is The Hobbit long, the book? I don't think so. I think The Hobbit book is pretty short, but the Hobbit movies are long, so I've heard. Don't know. Rue also says, I want to make a video game, and Inu says, I can make a game, just need ideas. Wow, that's very cool. Game developing seems really hard, so that's a cool skill. And Underfell rebranded a game. Take years. Worth it though. It sounds like there's a new project happening in chat. It's in the works. I feel like I used to have some ideas for games, but now I can't bring them to mind. Like some games I thought would be cool if somebody made them, kind of thing. I don't know, I definitely wish that there was, like more relaxing, like space-themed games. I will say that, like I wish that there was more space-themed games that, were like peaceful. I don't even know if that makes any sense. Like games where you don't feel stressed out playing them. Like you can have objectives, but there's no like, you know, violence or conflict really. That'd be cool. Says when interpreting a movie to a book, getting the okay from the author is difficult. Do you know the book The Wizard from Earthsea, part of the series The Books of Earthsea? Let's see. I have heard a lot about Earthsea, and actually I have the book, but haven't read it yet. Like I have it here at my house and should read it because I would really like to read it, and I also love Ursula Le Guin's Left Hand of Darkness. That book is really good. I read that one last year, so I'd like to read Earthsea since I already have it. Maybe that's what I'll read after Lord of the Rings. And I did watch the like Mr. Hayao Miyazaki's son did the Earthsea adaptation, so I don't know if that was what you were talking about, but my partner that I watched it with said that they could have done a lot better job though, because he had just finished reading Earthsea, and then we rewatched that movie together, and he was kind of like, they could have done like so much different and better and like closer to the book, but I have yet to read it myself, so hopefully maybe I'll do that next, honestly. So the chat is getting ahead of me, let's go back. I can't be focusing on drawing for a second. Abby says we could start game yet. Carl says I like the first Dune movie. Yay! I'm glad you liked it. I haven't got the first selection done. Umbra is being indecisive. Steam train, electric train, diesel train. You could make like your own crazy train. Like just imagine all three kinds of trains crammed together for some reason. Who says happy? Honestly, pretty cool idea. Story needs to be done first before we can do anything crazy. What was the suggestion? I gotta go back up. Oh, Undertale redone. And then let's see. Carl says the game Outer Wilds is a pretty chill space game. Ooh, I'm gonna look that up immediately. And then demo. The crew's gonna try to do a demo game. Carl says, yeah, I was thinking of the Earthsea movie. Lupin disapproved of the adaptation. I bet she did. That must stink. I would absolutely hate it if I wrote a book and then it got like a weird adaptation. Back when I was younger, I wanted to write like novels instead of do manga, and I was always worried that my books would be turned into some weird bad movie adaptation. I don't know why that was one of my fears. I mean, honestly, it'd be cool if people liked something that I did enough to become a movie anyway, but still. Alright, let's look up Outer Wilds. I've seen this come up before, but I thought it was like a camping game, and I guess maybe it kind of is, but for some reason I was like, oh, it's just camping, but that's cool, it's like space camping. Looks like there is some absolutely terrifying creature that Steve is trying to show me, but that's okay, as long as it's mostly nice space camping. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay, let me, oh no, I'm losing control of the chat again, let me read it again. Complex puzzles. Ooh, I don't know if I can do complex puzzles. Maybe if they have easy mode. I can give it a shot though. I had cut off with the chat, I just got confused. Okay, cool. What's happening, Happy? Is the game happening? which I do still need to play Undertale, so I'm sorry that has not happened yet, even though I keep on being like, oh, I'm about to, and then I just don't. Honestly, Deltarune, like, I love Deltarune, but it was so hard for me to beat that I think I'm just procrastinating on starting Undertale because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fail. Which is sad. But I should play anyway because I think it's gonna be really cool. And I already have it, like I already bought it. Like I should just download it and get going. Spiriting or spriting? Spriting. Oh, like making sprites? That must be a cool thing to do. I found out that I can do like visual novel style. I don't know if you call those sprites though, like visual novel style things where it's like the character moves and then changes expression. Like a lot of people use live TV for that, which I can use now, but as for like the pixel art sprites like Deltarune and Undertale have, I have no idea how to go about something like that. Yeah, I loved Deltarune. Sorry, I was just checking something. I'm back. We have mermaids. Bubble effects or something like that to give it some continuity. I've been really enjoying this dapple brush. It's kind of like bubbly patterns. I'll erase the parts that I don't want to be bubbly. Oops, that was the wrong. Umber says, in my infinite wisdom, I've decided to make the train accurate size. Can you make things accurate size in Minecraft? I mean, that sounds intense. That sounds really cool. I've got a good thingy over here for that. says, I'm making a Class 8 steam engine, apparently approximately 22 by 3 meters. And you're making like the engine? That's really cool. I'm gonna look up what the engine looks like. Class 8 steam engine. Oh, okay. It's just the name of the train is engine. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not the actual, like, engine of the train. This is a pretty cool looking train. Nice. I think I'm gonna make the girl in the background just bigger, honestly. As long as her hair doesn't touch the mermaid's tail. Yeah, just keep it a little bit crooked. My computer's having trouble handling that one. Okay, that's pretty much done. So I might find something else to do for the remainder of the stream. Potentially not mermaid themed. How do Rue wants to know how mermaids have children? Well, they probably do like the mermaid purse thing, like a shark. So let's read a little Wikipedia article about the mermaid's purse for sharks. I'll post something in here so you can see about it. Copy image, and alright, so this is a mermaid's purse, or what's called a mermaid's purse, and basically this is how sharks have their children, or skates, which are like stingrays. Alright, so this is a cat shark mermaid's purse, and most sharks and rays give birth to young, or like live pups, right? But some sharks and skates lay their eggs in a surrounded, tough, protective casing, and this is what a mermaid's purse is. So yeah, so they can either have them live or they can have them in one of these weird egg things. But then again, mermaids are mammals technically, since they breathe air, or they can breathe air, like a manatee or something like that, or like a dolphin, and dolphins and manatees have live young, so I would say that mermaids probably would have live young versus doing an egg case or something like that. That's my take on it, at least. That's what I'm gonna go with. Mermaids have live young, I believe. give up on doing the train to scale, do your own interpretation. Yeah, that sounds cool. To scale sounds really hard anyway. I can't imagine how many bricks that would be. They also breathe underwater, I think. I guess that is a good point, because they don't have to come up for air, so... Yeah, I guess probably more like a fish then, in that case. I like thinking that the mermaid's purse is how they would do it, though. Have those funky shaped egg sacs. Okay, let's see what else I have to work on. I'm gonna do next month's fairy. And I don't know what kind of sticker sheet I'm gonna do for next month. Next month I'm going to do next month's gem is pearl, and so I'm gonna do like a black and a white pearl. I'm gonna do twin fairies. Which their familiars will be a black and a white swan. So I've already decided that, and I'm gonna give them like a cooler look than a lot of my fairies have right now. Like more fashionable, I guess, in today's terms. But what sticker sheet am I gonna do for them? I've been trying to stick with OCs recently. So, I'm trying to think of an OC that would kind of match that theme. Wow, Rue is getting in depth with the mermaid thing. Political question, how do you think racism works on the mermaid society? Well, I would think in a perfect world there wouldn't be any racism in the mermaid society. I would hope at least. Little flat things at the front of the train would be possible in that scale. So how many bricks high do you have to do in Minecraft if you're doing something that's like full size? There's much to Minecraft that I do not know. So I'm gonna do a little doodle here, what I think my swan fairies might look like. So just gonna do like a quick end. I kind of imagine them like crouching and like holding the swan in their lap. I will look at some reference pictures of some swans so they do not look this weird, but just pretend this looks like a swan for the moment. I'm just trying to doodle like something like arm around the swan like so. I don't know. Oh, it's the fox again. Hello. I think you come every stream and just say the one thing. Umbra says, so to make it scale, the front wheels would have to be 1 block in size. Instead, I'm going to make it 3 by 3 square corners. So it'll be a circular shape. Oh, so the blocks are massive then? That's interesting, okay. I thought the blocks were smaller. wow, triple scale. That is big. Hello, welcome, Allie. How are you doing? Umbra says 1 Minecraft block in real life is a meter in length. Oh my gosh, that is big. Carl says apparently horror is psychological horror or listens tags is Outer Wild. Haven't played or seen the entire game, so don't know about that. Yeah, psychological horror. Jeez. Okay, let me go back to, because I still have the page up for this. As a mystery that spans multiple worlds. Interesting. So mystery. The reviews sound really good so far. Now, but they're not saying a whole lot because people are saying things like Outer Worlds has this annoying issue where it's impossible to describe it in any real detail without spoiling anything. Easily one of the best games ever made. Wow. These are some big reviews. Saying that it's had like an impact on them and they won't ever forget it. Profound piece of existentialist media. Oh no, I'm about to question everything if I play this game. Roguelike story of exploration driven first person. Nothing to shoot, no dialogue. Main driving force should be the exploration. Okay. No shooting, that sounds good. I'm about to get spoilers from this or not, but... You can explore both on foot and in the spaceship. The story is great, it's told only through subtitles and logs, so if you don't like it, it might be a hard pill to swallow. That sounds fine, I don't know. Okay, I mean, I don't know about horror. Nobody's really saying anything about it being scary, but I don't know. The only bad review says it was a good game. I just hated it. Okay. That's funny. This person says it was a really pretty and interesting game, but it didn't work well on the PC. I do have a PC controller that I use, so that wouldn't be a problem though. This person that gave it a thumbs down. The game shows great potential to become my favorite game ever. Would gladly update my review to a positive once they allow for better PC play. Okay. I mean, this must be a fairly good game if even the reviews are like, loved it, but I'm giving it a thumbs down anyway. That's funny. Horror in Outer Wilds is described best as atmospheric, so no jump scares or scary monsters. Okay, that's fine with me, as long as I know they're coming. I don't want to be super scared, but a little thriller, a little anxiety or whatever. It's okay. I want these fairies to be kind of mischievous. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I'm glad of that. I like that my streams can be chill for people. I personally don't like to listen to my voice on recordings, but it always makes me happy when people say that it's, you know, soothing or a nice voice. I remember when I was doing my karaoke stream, I don't think I can sing, by the way, but some people that attended told me that they thought I could be a singer if I really tried. And I was like, I don't know about that, but thank you. Because I don't really want to be a singer or sing for any reason. I guess a lot of VTubers do covers even if they're not really intending to be a singer. But I don't know what kind of songs I would cover if I had to cover a song. Hello! Welcome, Ichika. Oh, I see you just debuted. How did that go? Nice to meet you. Greetings from Japan. Oh wow, you're all the way from Japan. Nice to meet you too. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my voice too. I look good. This is actually this isn't my official model. The other model we made just for me, but this is actually a customizable VTuber that my creator made. I'll show you something scary. Like a little evil laugh as I'm about to do this. Oh! I can shapeshift. Because this model is like made so it can be anything you want it to be, but let me put back my... Now my colors won't go back. Oh no! There we go. And then I have my other shirt for being a mermaid. Whee! And it was fun rigging it. It was a huge project, and we just got done doing that recently. So what kind of VTuber are you, and how did your debut go? I would love to hear about it. I don't know about this pose for this girl. Move her kind of leggies back a little. Let's transform so she looks more natural. Her shoes gotta be bigger. They gotta be some chunky shoes. Process real-time magical princess sky transformation. Almost. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but I have been planning things for my next official model. Including the fact that I will make it so that I can transform on stream, like for real. And I think that'll be really cool. The other thing that I want to do is I want to have a desk where you can actually see my desk and I draw on it. But unlike other VTubers that have a desk, I want to do the desk so that it looks 3D, and I'm gonna beat myself up when I actually go about doing this because I feel like it's gonna be pretty hard. Yeah, I don't think I doodled it, but I think I had some pictures of some doodles about what that's supposed to be like. We'll see. No, I don't have doodles on my computer right now, so hopefully I'll show you guys soon, but I guess we can just do like a little what I mean here. So basically, I found out a way to link the head angle on Live TV to like a square, so I could be like leaning over my desk drawing, right, like this. And then if I change the angle that I want to be seen at from the front, and my head has like a limited angle of motion to the side and the desk is in front of me, draw, but it can turn completely to the side, and then I would do like a really detailed roof rig with windows, and you can see shooting stars outside the window, and the curtain is blowing in the breeze. And I have like a cup of tea that's steaming, and I have a piece of meow bread next to me. And the meow bread is steaming, and it was so delicious. And the cool thing would be, I would want it to be so like, I would just pick up the meow bread or the tea from the setting around me, drink them, and then set them back down. It would be so cool. This is way too ambitious, I'm sure, but this is something that I would like to do for my next model. Whenever I get around to it, who knows? It's just streaming isn't a huge priority for me, as fun as it is. I wish that I could do it more. Oh well, I guess. So whenever that new model will come about, who knows? But that'll be cool. I guess just came in here too. Say hello and left. I had questions I wanted to know about this VTuber. I guess maybe he was just an ad strategy and not somebody looking to make friends. Very sad. Yeah, so something like this. I'm probably going to use this model version of me quite a bit for a while, just to advertise to people that this is a model that they can use themselves. I'm also having quite a bit of fun using it since the physics are way better than my original model. Obviously, because this is like 2 years apart, basically. But I wish people wanted to use this model more, because I was pretty confident that it would do well. When I started to sell it, but it actually hasn't, compared to like other people's pre-made models, which aren't customizable at all, and they sell them for like $100 or something crazy, some of these things, and it's not like it's the only person that can use it. It's like anybody can buy this $100 model and use it. It's just pre-made model, but I see on Etsy those things sell like hotcakes. It's like somebody will sell 5 in a week. That's $500! My model right now is $17 and you can make pretty much any character you want in it, and nobody wants it. And I am feeling confused, and I do not know how to market it so that people understand what's going on better or want it, because I don't know. I guess it wasn't really a project where I set out to make money, really. I just wanted to test the limits of what I could do with live TV, and I thought there was a gap in the market for something like this, where beginner streamers can create something that looks the way they want it to without commissioning somebody first. Just to see if they like streaming or whatnot, and also some characters with large range of skin tone and body shapes. I thought it would be more popular than it is, but oh well, I guess. I don't know. I probably need to get better at using social media so I can advertise it more. But once again, I'm so bad at social media. Okay, so something like that I'm thinking, if she's like holding the swan in her lap. And then I would do like copy, paste, and have like the same character again. I don't know if I would put them side by side or like that. like a black pearl motif and the other one like a white pearl motif. And I want the one with the white pearl motif to have like a more gothic style, a lot of studs, and like something that kind of looks like she's in a rock band. And the other one wearing black, I want to have like a very sweet style, like a lot of soft bows and things like that. It's kind of just inspired by the fact that, oh my gosh, this is so annoying, but anyway, so like if you know any twins in real life, please do not do this to them because they will be pissed off for life. But the thing where people come up to you as a twin and they go, so who's the evil twin? And who's the good twin? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like the amount of people I want to strangle that did this throughout my whole childhood. It just, it makes you feel bad about yourself because then you're like, oh, what if I'm the evil twin if there always has to be one of us is evil? And like, it's just so bad and like so rude of people to say. Anyway, I wanted to kind of play on that here where it's like the one you would think is bad is actually the good one and the one that you would, you know, think is good is actually the bad one. But in reality, neither of them are actually bad. So, I don't know. That was just my thought process here. That makes any sense whatsoever. What is my favorite tea? Oh, I actually really love tea. I used to be more into drinking tea. Now I drink a lot more coffee. But I really like jasmine green tea. And I love oolong tea. Oolong black tea is the best black tea. I also love butterfly pea flower infused teas, and Earl Grey has also become a new favorite for me, even though I didn't like it previously. So I know those are some kind of basic ones. I used to be more into collecting rarities and doing the brew them thing, but not so much recently. Does anybody else have some favorite teas? Yeah, the evil and the good twin thing. People used to also call me and my twin Salt and Pepper. Like, one of us is salt, and then the other one's pepper, because one of us good and one of us evil or whatever, and I'm just like, ah. Yeah. People say some weird shit to you. Twins are enemy to us. Forget I said that, okay? Anyway, so that's kind of my thought process here. Neither of them are, you know, actually the bad twin, but I want them to both look cool. Both have like some cool stuff going on here, so let's kind of doodle some different things on them. I want the one to have like maybe Mary Jane shoes, because I love drawing Mary Jane shoes. Or I just love them in general. And the other one can have like rocker looking boots, maybe some studs on the toes or something like that. And this one can have like a bow. Salt and pepper, I guess, could mean that, but this person did specifically say it was because one of us was good and one of us was bad. Like black and white, basically, or salt and pepper. Salt and pepper would have been cute otherwise, that's for sure. Alex, Ruboy's chai and green tea. Oh, chai tea is also really good. I didn't like chai tea until I had it at this Indian place nearby, and it was so tasty that I started to like chai other places too. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's kind of like one of those things where you try something and then when you try it again you realize it's good and then start to pay more attention to it other places you go. Your voice is also good. I don't know if it's true, but I read once it had like a high amount of antioxidants, and so like somebody stuck a frog in some voice tea that was sick and it cured the frog. I'm sure that that's fake, probably. That's something that I heard about like 15 years ago or something that I was like, that's weird. So probably not real, but I still think it's a funny story. Flowers to give them. They have to have some flowers that match. I'll have to research some flowers later on. I was pretty confused about the flowers for my last furry too. I ended up forgetting to give her any flowers until the very end when I just slapped a flower like on her just kind of end. Which I guess I can show you guys. How that turned out. I've got to do a speed paint for it, which I haven't done yet since the situation has been kind of bad recently, so I'll probably do this today, hopefully if I have time, but get up to drawing. Alright, loading. So this was May's fairy, no, not a mermaid. Birthstone is Emerald, so if your birthday is in May, happy birthday! And, I did Cowley, and she's got the winged serpent as her familiar. Carl says tea probably has some helpful compounds, probably not a cure-all though. Yeah, I don't think it's a cure-all for sure, just a funny story I heard once about that froggy. So that's this month's fairy. So next month's fairies. I'm trying to get a head start on since it's been taking me longer and longer to do anything. I want to do for these characters though. Water break, and then I will be back shortly. So enjoy my little screen. I'm going to update it so that it says water break starting soon. So yeah, enjoy. Welcome back. Okay, so we continue working on something for a little bit. I think I want to think about these fairies a bit more before I continue hardcore on them. Let me see what else I have to work on here. I have some comic pages, but I don't know if I want to start working on something that big just right now. Lost in thoughts staring at some ducks outside my window. For next month's sticker sheet, maybe I do a really old OC of mine. Potentially my first OC, actually. Unfortunately, I don't have any scans to show you, but I have this OC named Pearly that I made up when I was like 5. And the funny thing about her is her name is Pearly, like as in pearl with a Y on it. But she has like a ruby in her forehead, and the first line of the story about her, and this is like spelled very badly because it was written by a 5-year-old, but it says like, my parents had an odd sense of humor because they named me Pearly despite this giant ruby in my forehead. So it could be fitting for the pearl theme anyway. But she was a magical girl actually, so I've always been obsessed with magical girls. Now she didn't transform, but she was a magical girl. Like she could use magic basically. But later on in my life, I redesigned her so that she could indeed transform. Here I do her for my sticker sheet, but she has two really long black ponytails and spiky things that are just enough for you to see the ruby. Humber says, I'm beginning to think the train was a bit unlikely to be built all by me. I feel like it'd be pretty hard for anyone to build. Also, you can always redo things. If you don't like it, you can always redo it. I think it's a cool thing to choose to try to build them. Just do some blocks to make her design a little easier. I don't know what kind of pose I'm doing, just like a random magical girl style pose, I guess. Kind of like a magician pose at the end of their show when they're waiting for applause or something. That leg is weird. I need to fix that leg. Her hair was very long and straight. And I think the funniest thing about her is that she's got like this really creepy ring. Her ring looks like this. It's got an eyeball in it. It's got like 3 pointy eyelashes, and it's like a ring like that. That's what her ring looks like, and out of it comes like an angel cat. And then she finds a second one eventually, and out of that one comes a chicken. Nothing special about it, it's just a chicken. So... and the story itself was named Spookatima, which is hilarious. Yeah, a chicken. Like the chicken, and it's an angel chicken too, but it's just a normal chicken, really. So like out of the ring, it's like she has this cat. This is kind of what my drawings as a kid looked like. So this cat comes out, and It has angel wings on it, right? But then in Spookatime number 2, she finds a second ring, and out of that one comes a chicken, right? But it also has like animals, so it's like a dead chicken, and I think it has like a heart on it somewhere. Now I've gotta find the book. I think I know where it is, but not in any easy access. I've gotta dig through some things since I've been packing for the weekend. Yeah, chicken friends. So out comes one of them, and then she's got the other ring. And out comes another animal. It's a chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna do the ring on this hand, one of the rings. Bring the eyeball on that one hand. The other one can be over here, but we can't see the eyeball on it. So she never really had like a canon magical girl outfit, so there's been some different ones I've designed for her over the years. Most of them contain a lot of eyeballs, since the eyeball thing was canon to her character design. So like a lot of things that kind of look like I don't know how to describe it. They usually have like ruffles and like a leotard. A lot of like stripe elements. But I don't know what kind of design I'll give her drawing her again. It's been a few years since I've drawn her. Let's see, when was the last time I drew her? I mean, see what comes up. Yeah, mostly it looks like I've drawn her kind of traditional, but there's one from a few years ago. And this is one that I never finished. And then there's a little one. This one was inspired by a drawing that I once actually did, like as a 5-year-old. That's her. This is the one where she's got like the eyeball and hair things. So I like it. Eyeball hair things. Those are funny. She looks like she's almost got like a frog head looking kind of deal. I also like her curly cues. Kind of also like Sailor Moon kind of vibe almost here. And I think the reason I never finished this one was because I couldn't decide on the outfit. But she also had a skateboard with wings. That was the other thing that she had. See if I can figure out a better design for her. I still like the stripes, but I don't know how much I want to go in a stripedy look or not. I could do like a tighter skirt and then have like something to go over it, maybe. So leotard. fought were like ghosts and stuff, and then there was like this main villain who was a wizard. And he wanted to steal the pearl out of, or like the ruby out of her forehead, but if he took it, she would die, so that was the whole thing. I don't really know what the plot would be if I ever redid it, but she's a character all the same that I draw every few years. Alright, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, so we're just gonna go back to this Mermaid piece, and I want to show you guys a little bit about this mermaid tail rig before the end of the stream. So, the mermaid tail is actually an item, so that's kind of weird, but see, it's like a motion track anyway, or like animated. Let's put that back, and then and I also have in the free file for this mermaid tail, you can also just do the tail. So I'll show you a little bit about that. Okay, so the second one I think is the... Yeah, okay, so I need to do that without just clicking the screen. Alright, so we're going to do the second one, and it's going to ask if we want to click the model, and I'm going to say no, so that would make things clearer, and then it'll ask if we want to configure or fine-tune the live TDI, and we say yes. And we don't need any of this stuff to be fixed. Basically, this is just like so you can set it up so it looks better with your particular model. And then it's going to ask if you want to match colors or like do colors, and I'm going to say yes. And then we're going to set this up the same way as we would something else. Anything else really. So we're going to click on like the base tail, and it's going to be like screen colors. So basically we get to choose what kind of colors we would like. So I'm going to set up a blue tail. Yeah, the tail is customizable, so not as customizable as this Vtuber model that I made, obviously, but I do have it so you can choose the colors yourself. So it starts just being white, so then you can change it to anything really. Oh, face lost color, okay, face lost color, okay. And then we can change the tails to whatever we want. Tail fin. So I want to do like our overlays. So this can give like an added dimension to your tail. I like the idea of it kind of matching more with the tail color up top, so we're going to press the K. Unfortunately, I don't have my green color anymore, but we're just going to do something kind of similar. And then for our other two. So that's our, that's okay, and then, oops. And then, I can put this tail like over here or something and then use it. So it's in the right spot. Forgive my lack of hand. So that's how you would set up the tail. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. Let's take a closer look at it. Like up close, kind of like shadows, and then you have all the tails and the little fins balance. And we have, oh gosh, I'm like super small now. I'm trying to, I like the tail fin especially. I wanted it to be sparkly. You can really see it up close, so like when I wiggle, the tail gets sparkly for a moment. It also like bounces a little bit and moves based on like where my head is, so I can make it go wild. But anyway, so that's the tail, and I hope that people use it since it is a free item. I just want to see people enjoying it. It won't be free next month though. If nobody wants it, I'm gonna put it up on Etsy. So if you're a VTuber and you want this tail, get it before May ends. But anyway, I've been having fun playing with the color combinations. But for my tail, I decided to go pink to match my shirt here, and then do the purple accents. Kind of like more like my original Magical Girl outfit. So the cool thing about this version though, so if you download the file you get both tails, but the one with the rock has like a shadow for the tail on the rock, which is kind of cool. And then I put these little fishes. So this little fish hides behind the coral, and the coral also sways. There's another little fish right here who does this same kind of thing where the little fish moves around. And then we have one more fish. We have this angelfish who's just kind of doing its own thing. Okay, let me put the rock where it belongs. Alright, mermaid tail reinstalled. But anyway, so that's how it works. And there's also an ocean background that goes with it, an animated background, if you believe it. I really went all out on this thing for some reason, but I'm not using it for stream though, because it kind of blocks whatever else I'm doing, but that also comes with the free download if you want this ocean background for any reason. Okay, let me turn that off and use my normal background. Alright, back to the old. Oh wait, oh hello, somebody. Yeah, I don't know what that username means. that they did leave. Carl says, is the tail 3D? The shape and shading feels real. Oh, I'm so glad you think so, but no, it's actually all done in live 2D. So it is a 2D drawing, and my artwork as well, so I did the shading and I wanted the glitter to like move. I think I could have done better, honestly, because I did this tail at some point last year. And I forgot that I had done it, and coming up to MerMay, I was like, isn't there anything cool I can do for MerMay? Maybe I can make a mermaid tail. And then I was like, oh yeah, I already made a mermaid tail. And so I just basically updated the physics on it a little bit and added this base, and that's all I did to it. So I think I could do a better job these days. I really wish that somebody would commission me to do a like real mermaid VTuber. I know that there's some mermaid VTubers, but none of them have their tail be able to come up into a sitting position, which I think is a real shame. So yeah, if anybody out there is looking for a mermaid VTuber rig, that would be fun. Yeah, that was weird. This person was just some kind of bot that was spamming and then left. I guess it's because they left. Let me try out some of my other assets that I made recently. I made some aquaman rings. Fairy rings. I don't think that I showed these ones on the stream yet. So the cool thing about these is that I made it so that they have like a nice motion when I move up and down. But my favorite thing about them is that they go up and down depending on if I'm smiling or frowning. Okay, so let's put them on. Well, who knows if they really go with this look or not, but it's still fun. Just trying to make like little just little things every month so I can practice with live speed. And then here's my giant wings, which aren't as highly ranked, really. You know, they just kind of like bounce a little bit and slightly flap. They kind of like move directionally. That's pretty much it. I like the aquamarine ones better. Hello, welcome! I'm gonna keep my wings on for now. For no reason, really. Other than I like to watch them bounce. How are you doing, moderator? If I said that correct, I hope so. Trying to design her an outfit. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of outfit I would give her nowadays, but she tended to have like a lot of outfits that were like crop tops when I drew her way back when, but give her something more magical girl feeling for sure. Like a big old bow or something. The eyeball in the middle. I'm glad you're doing well. Sold a stool yesterday. That's interesting. Did you make the stool, or is it just something you were trying to get rid of? Oh, you made it? That's awesome! What did the stool look like and all that? That's really cool. I don't know how many people are making their own furniture these days. It's a pretty cool hobby. You still have 8 of them? Oh wow, so you made a lot. What are they made out of? Yeah, she does kind of look like a vampire. Yeah, she's supposed to be like, spooky themed. So I was trying to think like, what would be spooky? And so I was like, kind of bat inspired almost. And she's got these eyeballs all over her. I don't know if that's too much. Yeah, and then she's, you know, she's got kind of like spooky Halloween color palette too. I do like maybe some like oversized, big, chunky like tennis shoe inspired or something, because she rides a skateboard and it's canon to her character. Big bows or something on them instead of laces. Could be kind of cute. But that's too much. Moderator says they make their stools out of any kind of wood. I pick broken furniture from the street. Hey, that's awesome! I love to hear about things that are repurposing, you know, other items and giving them new life. It is pretty sad that a lot of stuff just ends up in the garbage, so good on you for making something out of those things. Chunky boots on her. I feel like the rest of the outfit needs to live up now. So yeah, dude. And then I'll try it again. So I think I am liking this vampire skirt, but maybe if I give her shorts, it'll match better. So I can give her like little shorts underneath there. Her outfit is looking too much like mine now. I definitely have a certain kind of magical girl outfit I like though. Maybe lower socks with stripes. One sock stripe to the other knot, and then the same like full Sailor Moon inspired and do the whole tiara. Triangular bows though. Yeah, something like that. I'll continue to work on her outfit potentially later on as I get closer to having to do a sticker sheet for next month's stuff. I wanted to get closer a second. So thank you so much for joining me for my stream today. Let's take a look at what we drew. I did our MerMay inspired doodles for this month, and that was pretty fun. We got 2 great mermaid characters that we were asked to draw, and we got to use this customizable model again. I do think I have to link it so that my eyes don't blink at separate times, because that's annoying, like there right now. My other model just has the eyes linked so that that doesn't happen. The only downside is that I can't wink, but I can barely wink. Anyway, even though I'm trying so hard to do so. But yeah, it was fun to use my mermaid tail and celebrate. Actually, I kind of want to see if my other model can fit behind this mermaid tail before I go though. So let's just... My skirt kind of gets in the way. My skirt's kind of in the way, but sort of, I guess. Still, I think it would be fun for people to use. Alright, I'll stop just looking at myself moving it, just like, wow, my tail! Alright. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope to see you next stream, and I hope next stream is soon. Oh, I'm glad you think it pairs well with this model. Alright, thanks again, especially Carl, who stayed for a very long time and kept me company while I worked on a bunch of random little doodles and stuff. Okay, bye everyone, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Remember to make a wish even though our wish screen is still not here. I love when people make wishes in the chat. Okay, have a